100, bro. Money making. Out.
Baby, you looking like Kiki Palmer. I hate you singing like Kiki White. Say that you freaky, then we can try it. I hate you sleeping, winking your eyelids. Shawty, you smell like an Irish Spring. I'm a king, I can sneak you off to an island. Maybe that slit in your skirt is righteous. Maybe your passion fruit is the right bitch. You want me to go to sleep in it. I told her I'm ready to hibernate. Call that pussy the tidal wave, a tsunami wave, and a microwave.
Most underrated producers of all time. Part 4. Shawty Redd. When the word trap music comes up nowadays, it may be hard to pinpoint where the original source of the genre comes from. There may be times a fan searches for trap music just to find something that sounds more like EDM or techno. But in order to find the true origins of trap music, one would have to look back at the origins of Southern hip-hop, dating back to the early and mid-90s. You could almost make a case for UGK for pioneering the art of slanging on wax, and also with groups like Outkast making mentions of trap in their early work. Although T.I. did popularize the phrase in the early 2000s with his second album, Trap Music, the actual style of music, the modernized style as we know it, would have to go back to the early days of guys like Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane. In order to do that, we would have to start with no one other than Shawty Redd.
You know, they told me the sound, you know, when I was doing it, when I first started it, by the way, you know, they said it wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? So to see that it's winning, like I enjoy it. Like I liked that it's still out there. I liked that it's this, you know, people making money off of something that people told me wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I told people that was before me, they told me to go hard for what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to see how relevant it is now, I think it's dope. Only time I don't like it is like when it's the negative trap, you know? Mm-hmm. That's the only time I don't like it. You know?
Growing up in Decatur, Georgia, Shawty Redd would be exposed to great music as a kid. His mother was real big into church and would always play gospel music, although she was a big fan of Michael Jackson. His father was in the military and was known to be a huge Prince fan. Shawty Redd would say that his father also loved to watch Bruce Lee movies, which also helped inspire his musical creativity. Although he couldn't necessarily play a guitar as well as Prince, Shawty would still study the incredible musician, as well as Quincy Jones, the man behind some of Michael Jackson's biggest hits. He would go on to name DJ Taz, DJ Kizzy Rock, 3-6 Mafia, Pimp C, the legendary Trackster, Devontae Swing, and later on, Lil Jon and Jazzy Faye as his major influences. Shawty would speak briefly about almost signing the 3-6 Mafia while going to school in Memphis.
My first beat sounded like 3-6 Mafia.
Okay.
No cap. Cause that's family, you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually was supposed to be signed with them, you know, but I just didn't want to go back to Memphis. Because all my beats would sound like 3-6 Mafia because it's my family, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they had the hardest beats to me, you know what I'm saying? So I always imitated they beats, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's family.
Shawty Redd's first big record would occur with another well-known up-and-coming artist from Atlanta by the name of Drama. Shawty would speak about how that song, the infectious Left, Right, Left, would come about.
The thing with Drama was like he knew what he wanted. So it was like, you know how you used to be back in school and people be rapping in this. He was doing it on his chest. So I'm like, and he was singing the song, he was, you know what I'm saying? It was doing it. It like, you could feel it, like he wasn't like lightly hitting his chest.
He's pounding it.
Yeah, he's pounding it, like guerrilla mode, like, you know what I'm saying, guerrilla warfare type shit, platoon type shit. And I felt it, and when I seen him do that, I said, I'm gonna try to give him exactly what he want. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him exactly what he wanted. To see that you number 3 in the Billboard, and we sit up here like, man, we just gotta beat Missy Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. It was crazy, so it just made me work harder. I was like, oh man, like I gotta work harder.
Left, Right, Left would go on to be a huge smash, catapulting Drama and Shawty to the likes of BET and MTV. The haunting melody, the lifelike marching sounds in the background, those crazy 808 bass patterns would smack not only in the club, but football and basketball games alike. That album, Causing Drama, produced entirely by Shawty Redd, would go on to make both of them household names, especially in Atlanta.
You know, I made $1 million like, you know, soon as I think I was like turning 16.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, because they announced it. Matter of fact, they announced it on 97.5. I had to walk around with a bulletproof vest in the city and shit. They was like, Shawty Redd just made $1 million. The youngest producer in the music business. And I had to walk around like, this is no lie. This is no lie. I had to walk around because niggas, they were talking about robbing me and shit. I was like, what? I had to walk around with a bulletproof vest or the Jazzy Tees. Because they were like, who the little young nigga throwing all that money?
Initially being part of a group called City Boys, before becoming a solo act, one of Shawty Redd's good friends would introduce him to a guy named Lil J, who we all know as Young Jeezy. This would begin the birth of a style that would take over the game for several years to come, spawning the classic mixtape, Streets Is Watching. But probably the most notable song that would take them through the roof is the classic Trap or Die, featuring Bun B.
To be honest, man, me and bro weren't seeing eye to eye when the deal happened. So they really basically shelved him. They didn't know how to market him. You know what I'm saying? So one of my people brought him to my new house that I was in. I cussed my people out like, why you, you know what I'm saying? And he dropped off a bag. It was a Gucci bag worth of money. He said, I apologize, bro. Like, we gotta get it done. And that's how we ended up doing Trap or Die.
Jeezy's first album, Let's Get It, Thug Motivation 101, as well as The Inspiration, would change the landscape of trap music as we know it. Coincidentally, around that same time, while working with another group, Shawty Redd would be introduced to Gucci Mane, another up-and-coming Atlanta artist who instantly took a liking to Shawty's beats. This would lead to the pair working together, one of their most notable projects being Trap House, an Atlanta classic. He would go on to talk about being caught in the middle of Jeezy and Gucci's well-known feud.
To make a long story short, like, I linked them up, and then when the shit happened, I was in the middle of it. So it was like, I couldn't, you know, they both knew, like, you can't put me, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, to this day, people still ask, like, how was I able to still produce Gucci and still produce Jeezy? But they had the respect for me. Like, I would tell Gucci, I was like, if you think you finna do a diss record on bruh, that ain't happening.
Not on your beat.
Nah, not on my beat. And I would say the same thing to Jesus. Like, nah, we not, no sir. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't, no sir. You know what I mean? And then, you know, a lot of it just, I kind of separated myself from, it was a time where I separated myself from both of them because I started getting the entourage niggas fucking with me and my kill. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got niggas that's trying to earn stripes fucking with, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I gotta deal with the CTE niggas and then the 1017, the bricks, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man, Nigga, we just make the beats, cause we ain't got nothing to do with all that. But if you fuck with us, we gon' fuck some shit up. Yeah. Period. Leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? We just want to give you some beats. That's it. That's all.
Shawty Redd had a song he recorded called Drifter, which originally was a joke amongst friends just having fun during a studio session. It turns out Drifter will become a huge record, having a different sound than Shawty was known for. This was more of an R&B type of feel, showcasing Shawty's versatility as a producer. Eventually, Shawty would receive a call from Daz of the Dog Pound with Corrupt. Not only did they love the record, but Daz would tell Shawty that Snoop Dogg heard the record and wanted it for himself. Shawty, being a traditional producer, decided he would rather make a brand new beat to give to Snoop. He would send the beat over, with Snoop recording the song Sensual Seduction and sending it back that same night, and the rest is history.
So Snoop, he hit me, he was like, nephew, he's like, man, let me get the record. I'm in the city, he was at Dirty South. And I was like, nah, I can make you one. So I made him one on the spot, and I sent it to him. And I sent it to him, and I recorded it, you know what I'm saying? I sent it to him, he's like, this is my first single. He was like, I'm gonna send it to you, like, I'm about to head back to LA. I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna send it back to you, and then you go do what you do best. And then by him saying that, that was like, as soon as I send it to you, nigga, go play it in the strip club. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go play it at Strokers. Give it to DJ Funky. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So he sent it to me. And I was playing that shit. I was playing Sexual Seduction in the club the same night he recorded that shit. Oh, wow. And the crazy thing about it, DJ Quick recorded them, and DJ Quick mixed the record. So DJ Quick was amped up. So I'm in Strokers with DJ Funky with the record. I can't give you the record. So he called Snoop. So we just in the club, and Snoop talked to all the women in the club because they like the record. Like, so he was like, man, go to the next club. So I would go to Magic City and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And then the record just took off. You know?
Nominated for a Grammy.
Nominated for a Grammy.
Song of the Year.
I mean, I think I retired. I retired then.
You retired?
I think that was like the record that was like my last record. Yeah, I retired after that.
Shawty Redd has worked with some of the biggest artists in the game, including T.I., Yo Gotti, 8 Ball and MJG, Pastor Troy, The Dog Pound, Waka Flocka Flame, Chief Keef, and many more. He is also credited as a producer on the soundtrack of movies such as Pootie Tang and Save the Last Dance. But probably what he's best known for is his contribution to trap music as we know it, having a style that's often imitated but never duplicated.
I always be telling people like this, I say, if I really didn't care about trap music, I said, I could sue everybody in the business because whoever leaked my sounds out and you got that, that's my actual voice.
Really?
You get what I'm saying? So whatever engineer leaked that. So when you heard that and everybody was using that, that was my actual voice. So when you think about it, it's like, if I wanted to be like an asshole, I could have just been like, hey, cause you see DJ Paul ain't playing it, that's family. Me and him, he tell me he's suing somebody every 2 days. I be like,
he doesn't play.
You feel
You can't sample anything.
And he do it, like I see it, like damn, DJ Paul just got 16 million of and we be sitting there, we just be laughing. He like, nah, so just let it blow up. They coming now, they finna sample you now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and I don't even want to do that. I just, you know, just give me my respect for what I done did for the culture, man. And I ain't even trying to, I'm over here, man. Like, I ain't trying to compete with nobody. I'm over here, man.
Often describing himself as the Jermaine Dupri of the streets, Shawty's sound is as raw today as it was when it first hit the airwaves. To the fans who are old enough to remember that period of time, remember almost every car that rolled past jamming records that Shawty produced.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, you gotta love what you're doing. You gotta love music. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just, I'm a producer. I don't make beats just to get a check. You know what I'm saying? I actually, like, love music. I love playing piano.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when people call me, I try to give them the best of me. You know what I'm saying? And mix it with the best of them. You know? Not just a beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to produce something. You know, like a lot of my hits, you know what I'm saying? It's like they classic.
Come on.
You know, cause we really put that time and that work in the, you know what I'm saying? It's music. It's musical.
Although a lot of the newer audience don't really know the true origin of trap music, there's a good chance they've heard something from or that was inspired by Shawty's sound of the early and mid 2000s. Regardless, even if he never gets the credit he deserves, even if his name falls through the cracks of the many trap-themed subgenres floating across the internet, the fact remains that Shawty Redd is one of the most underrated producers of all time. Stay solid. Stay solid.